Increasing trade protectionism around the world is hurting Chinese exporters, but analysts are also expecting that as U.S. President Barack Obama plans to be in China later this month, the two countries will tone down trade spat to avoid any kind of unpleasant decisions. However, many are sensing that the atmosphere might get a bit tense. Feng Ling has more.
On November the 3rd, the U.S. Commerce Department announced plans to impose punitive duties of up to 438% on Chinese-made steel wire. On the same day, Argentina launched an anti-dumping investigation on Chinese steel pipes. 2 days later, the U.S. Commerce Department launched preliminary dumping duties of almost 100% on Chinese-made steel pipes. The move will affect $3.2 billion worth of exports and over 90 Chinese steelmakers. Other nations are following the U.S. moves. Australia and India both announced in November they would impose dumping taxes and investigate some Chinese exports. The multi-protectionist moves have forced many Chinese companies to quit the international market.
The impact of these investigations is huge. We have had to shut down one of our factories. We exported nearly 100 containers every month to the U.S., but the known number is only around 20. We might soon lose all the market share in the U.S.
Steel pipe manufacturers say many of them were able to export a quarter of their output, but this year none of them have shipped a large amount of products overseas.
Our exports this year will only account for 5% of our total output.
But China is hitting back at these protectionist measures under the WTO framework. On November the 6th, China announced it would launch anti-dumping and anti-subsidy investigations on U.S. auto exports with an engine size of 2.0 liters or above. Figures show that the top 3 automakers in the U.S. export 42,000 cars to China every year, worth nearly $2 billion. The value of those exports is comparable to the $1.7 billion worth of Chinese tire exports every year. Feng Ling, CCTV.